In this recording, we will go over Lesson 20, Question 2 of your Business Math A study guide. And that question is here. A new car is worth $20,000 when you buy it. The car depreciates in 10 years. Suppose you pay $2,000 down and make monthly payments of $173.84 over the 10-year period. Which set of equations best represents the line of expenses and the line of depreciation? So basically, we're trying to find equations for both of the line on the graph. So first, what you want to do is in order to write an equation, you want to identify 2 points on each of the line, right? So if you could get the intercepts, that would be the easiest, but as you can tell, we can't always do that. So for the expenses, which is the one with a positive slope, you want to go ahead and look at the y-intercept, right? And at the y-intercept, it's when x equals to 0. So this point right here is $2,000. So right off the bat, we made a $2,000 down payment. That's where the 2,000 came from. And then at the end of 10 years, we want to see how much we spent. So that's where I got the $22,860.80. I put 0.8 just because, we're doing points right now. But in reality, it should be a 0 at the end because we're talking about money. So keep in mind, to find that, what we need to do is multiply the monthly payment of $173.84, right? That comes from right here. We multiply that by 12 to see how much we pay in 1 year. And remember, we're doing 10 years, so go ahead and multiply that by 10. And when you do that, you get $20,860.80. But we have to include the $2,000 that we already put down, and that's where I got $22,860.80 from. For depreciation, we actually have two intercepts. This right here, the y-intercept, is 20,000 because that's how much the car was worth when we first bought it, and after 10 years it depreciated. That means in 10 years it has no value, and that's why we got 0 right there. So those are the 2 points for each of the line. So that's step 1. Step 2 is to substitute into the slope formula to find the slope of each line. So I rewrote the 2 points right here for you. Remember, slope is rise over run, or the change of y over the change in x. That's slope. So we're going to do expenses first. So we take the y values and subtract it from each other. That's where the 22,860.8 minus 2,000 divided by the x values, which is 10 minus 0. Subtract the top, gives you $20,860.80 divided by the bottom, which is 10. So the slope for the expenses is $2,086.08. Do the same thing for depreciation. We take the second minus the first y value, so 0 minus 20,000. I meant to write 20, not negative, I apologize. Divided by 10 minus 0, same thing, 10 here, 0 here, giving us depreciation of negative 20,000 over 10. So the slope of depreciation is going to be negative 2,000. Alright, so now we have the slope. Last thing we need to do is substitute the slope and the y-intercept into the formula y equals mx plus b, which is the form that the answers are in. So for the expenses, the y-intercept for the expense starts down here, which is 2,000. That's where that comes from. And then the slope comes from the first part right here. And keep in mind that the m represents your slope, and that's why we plugged in $2,086.08. And the B represents your y-intercept. And remember, the y-intercept is the y value when x equal to 0, or basically just the y value on the axis right here. This is the y-axis. So keep that in mind. So that is the equation for expenses. The equation for depreciation is negative 2000x. Negative 2000 comes from the slope right there. And the y-intercept is how much we started off, which is $20,000. So the answer, going back from the previous slide, the answer is B. The two equations I got right here